Many insects! Alright people, we know the drill. My name is Bart, an environmentalist, and I study and promote insects on YouTube as an entomologist. And now we're going to see what kind of insects my light trap has attracted. Now this right here is a light trap. Of course, you've seen me do this in some videos, but just for the people who are new here, this is a special light bulb, a mercury vapor light bulb, and it has very strong ultraviolet and blue emissions that will attract insects. And today we're going to see what we managed to find. Let's take a look. Now I'm in southeastern Brazil and there's a lot of cool species here that you don't get in many other places. This is one of them. This should be a Cheroderphia rosa cordis, and if I'm correct... Ooh, look at those beautiful hind wings, wow! Can you see that color though? It's absolutely gorgeous, this insect. It's so pretty. And oh my god, look at the color, wow! Guys, moths make my heart beat so fast because they are so important for the environment, but above all so beautiful and underrated. And what's really cool about this Cheroderphia rosa cordis is that when it's poked, let's zoom in, just get the right color here, when it's pew, 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 it should show off its butt. Because as you can see, its cute little butt has stripes with warning colors. That's beautiful. Here's another one. Whoa, that one just flew away. And something very big just arrived. Like, can you see it? A very big moth. Let's hope it will land and settle down so that we can show it up close, alright? We're going to explore what else that we have here. Wow, lots of moths here flying everywhere. Now these small black things, these moths are practically a pest here in the area. So this is a Hilasia species. This is another Hilasia. And the males of these small black moths only live for a few days. Here's another one, another Hilasia. And they literally only live for a few days and then they die. And these are actually very small Saturnid silk moths. If you guys know what that means. A Saturnid is basically the family of emperor moths. It includes moon moths, atlas moths, Rothschildia moths, if you know what those are. Basically those big fancy silk moths can also have very small relatives. Such as these small black ones right here. Here's more Hilasia. There you go. This is a very tiny Hilasia male. I don't know what species from the top of my head, because there's 55 species here and all of them looks kind of similar, to be honest. You have to be careful. The larvae of this species are actually very venomous. And the moths themselves can have noxious urticating here. Oh, a big moth just arrived. Oh, that's another silk moth. That's actually a large female of a Derphia. We're going to capture that one for research. Oh, and we have a black witch moth. This is, whoa, a very large species that you can find in basically all the tropical environments in America. Although it's a good migrant, they can migrate all the way up to Canada where they're very rarely seen, but they don't really reproduce there. Reproduction only happens like in places such as Florida, United States, the Caribbean islands, for example. It needs good, like, warm tropical forest areas or just shrubs. And the black witch is a moth that, yeah, it's the big one up there that only comes to fruit. It's a fructivore. They drink like the juices from rotting fruits. That's really cool. And some people think the black witch is a moth that brings bad luck. Like, it's a superstition that people have. Oh, here it is. Here's the black witch. Now let's get a close-up of it. As you can see, compared to my hand, it's ginormous. So this is a male. If it's completely black, it's a male, because the females actually have one white stripe. One creamy white band in the middle. It's on my hand. Wow, look at how big. Oh, another moth just knocked it away. That's fine though. Oh my gosh. And if we look at the smaller moths, we see that some of them are tastefully very beautiful, like this orange little cutie here. Wow. This should be from the group Crambidae. Very nice little crambid moth. Whew. That's gorgeous, that's gorgeous. And here we see another Hilasia. These are the ones that I mentioned being pests, kind of. Well, it's a native species, so And there's no doubt that they have value for the environment as well. But they are very overabundant here and feed on non-native. It's one of the only native species that can feed on non-native introduced plants, such as eucalyptus, which is introduced here by humans, unfortunately. And of course, the species takes advantage of it. So we don't blame species here, guys. It's always humans who are at fault, of course. When something happens with the environment, it's usually our fault. We humans messed up the environment. And it's up to us to restore it, right? That's our responsibility. And that includes conserving insects and their environments that they need to live. Because insects are one of the most important animals for any terrestrial ecosystem, and any biologist will agree with that. So I left my butterfly net here, but it turns out it's actually full of moths right now. Oh, look! Oh, here I have a giant imperial moth. This is Aeaclis imperialis. Now, believe it or not, in Brazil, where I am right now, the imperial moth is quite common. And yes, if you guys are wondering, this is the same species of moth that's common in Canada. This is the same species of moth that's common in the United States. This is the same species of moth that's common in places, even places like Costa Rica, Mexico, all the way down to Brazil and Argentina. This silk moth has a massive distribution from tropical rainforest in Brazil, Argentina, the Amazon rainforest, French Guiana, all the way to the temperate, cold countries of, well, even up to Canada and the state of New York, which is all very northern locations, if you ask me, for a species that's found so far down here in such hot tropical conditions. So this is really a survivor that can adapt to a very wide range of native conditions, very wide range of native food plants that vary over its range. Like the latitude it's found is insane, and it lives from tropical to temperate climates, to subtropical environments, to rainforests, to deciduous temperate forest. Deciduous, I don't know how to pronounce that, guys. So it's a really special species if you think about that. Not many people think about it because they tend to be a little bit common and they take them for granted. But its biology is a little bit unusual. Like, in terms of latitude, it must be one of the most widespread silk moths that I know of personally. Let's put this one in the cage, because we were supposed to collect the insects that we want to make close-ups of. And we put them in a cage. Don't worry, guys, I am not harming them. I'm just putting them in there for later so I can make beautiful beautiful photos of them. Oh, this is a monster. No way. Guys, we have a giant longhorn beetle, and this one I want to... Oh, we have to be careful because their jaws are incredibly sharp. And it's already trying to bite. Can you see those jaws? Oh, I don't want to be bitten by that. That is very evil. So these jaws are like knives. And if the beetle is angry, can you hear the sound? It will rustle a little bit. But it will also bite. If you don't believe me, maybe we can demonstrate the bite. Of course, not against another insect. That would be very mean. Let's see if it's willing to bite the sheet here. Oh my god, let's see. Oh, yeah, it's biting. Oh my god, it's like a nail clipper. Can you see? And now it's very hard to get it off. Oh, look at those jaws. Ow, that must really hurt if you get your finger in there. Oh, it's ferociously biting. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god, another Aeaclis, guys. Oh my god, that's a species I haven't seen yet. Please land here. Please, please. I landed over there, guys. I'm gonna put the giant beetle back now, yeah? Let me clean my lens also, because my lens is getting blurry somehow. Maybe there's moisture on it or in it, I don't know. Hope not. There we go, guys. Let's see, is it clear? Or is it misty? For some reason it's misty, isn't it? Why is my lens misty? I don't like that. Anyway. Come on, lass. Cooperate with me. That looks a bit better. Okay, guys, let's go down here and see Something massive just landed in these bushes. I'm glad to have a flashlight here. Now we have to be careful, there could be things like snakes. No way! I'm not gonna let it escape. No, 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 no. Oh, hell no. Give me please 1 second, guys, to show you its color. No way! No way, that's really beautiful. I'm gonna have to clean my lens now, guys. Because I don't know why, it's getting a bit foggy and misty and the colors are very off. But this is excellent. This is one of those moths that I always want to see. And it's one of the other Aeaclis species in the area here. Sadly though, it is a male. It isn't a male, I don't like that. I only need females.